Since the last video went pretty good for the most part, I'm just gonna run it back again for real. Firstly, we got the ability of flight. Now this ability might seem the most simple out of the rest of these, but you gotta understand. If you don't get a grasp of this power the first time you fly, it may be raps for you, to be honest. Because you really gotta think, in a hypothetical situation where you end up activating your power randomly outside and keep going up, once you reach a damn near skyscraper high into the sky, you are literally done for. And if you begin to fall, it's most likely won't be able to start flying again. Also, flight is one of those abilities that go hand in hand with durability, as hitting something when you fly may knock you out, and also going at certain speeds the human body can handle will also lead to your downfall. Next power we got is Shigaraki's Decay. As the name suggests, is the ability to break down any type of form of matter. Now realistically, anyone that actually wants this power should be on the FBI's watch list, because they are for sure future Arkham Asylum inmates. I mean, the guy who has this ability, Shigaraki, accidentally murked his entire family without knowing because of his power, and will most likely happen to you as well. But not only is your power trash, but you're going to be starting life on hard mode too. To me personally, Decay doesn't really translate to a useful power in real life due to its sole purpose being for destruction. Like imagine you take a seat somewhere and your butt touching the cushion turns the building into pieces. There is no getting away from that. Next power we got is Fushi's ability from the anime To Your Eternity. Essentially, Fushi can become anything through both emotional or physical pain. And at first thought, I know this may sound like an amazing ability, but for those who have actually watched the anime, you know this ability is literal sadness. So as mentioned earlier, Fushi can create an object from anything he's been hurt or killed with. By the way, I forgot to mention he's immortal, but that's a separate power, so you won't be having that. Anyway, anytime he gains a real humane connection with someone and they die, he has the ability to turn into that person. So imagine on a random Tuesday, you randomly turn into your sibling or parent. Bro, that shit would absolutely kill me. The ability to turn to any weapon that hurts you is actually pretty tough, I'm not gonna lie. If you're fucking sadistic, of course. I mean, if y'all really enjoy pain, I'm not gonna gun your ass for real, but trust me, I won't allow you within 15 feet of me, of course. And I already know some dumbass nigga would try to say that if I survive a literal hydrogen bomb and can recreate it, I'll be invincible. All I can tell you is chill on the brain rock consumption, bro. Lastly, we got Gojo's Hollow Purple from Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, a quick excerpt from me before we get into this. I want to say that consider Hollow Purple as a over-the-top type of ability. As in real life, when do you really need that? Anyway, back to the video. So Hollow Purple is a mixture of Gojo's red and blue techniques, which creates imaginary mass and destroys everything it touches. Firstly, a power like that is way too destructive for the everyday person. Your brother annoys you too much, Hollow Purple. Your teacher fucks over your grade, Hollow Purple. You get dunked on in front of the hose, Hollow Purple. Actually, the last one's pretty valid, I can't lie. Secondly, it's pretty hard to just hide an ability like that due to its sheer force. I mean, it quite literally has infinite mass. So once you use it, you're either getting a Luffy level bounty or your government's gonna try to murk you immediately. And sure, the technique may seem pretty invincible, but against an atomic bomb coming in all 4 directions, I highly doubt you'll be able to survive that. Lastly, Hollow Purple can only be used an infinite amount of times in the hands of Gojo. And I'm extremely sure that none of you guys are named Gojo, meaning after 3 or 4 Hollow Purples, you're going to be back to a normal human that will get put to eternal sleep with the normal lead in your head. But I know I said this was gonna be the last one, but hey, fuck it, we gonna do some more, man. Next power we got are Wolverine's claws, that they might be the most problematic on this entire list. Now to state the obvious, we know that his claws are the result of his skeleton being infused with adamantium. Now, despite having a top 2 healing factor in Marvel, this still causes him constant pain. Did I forget to mention that you don't have a healing factor too, as a healing factor is not in the description for this ability. And let's say hypothetically the pain doesn't cause you too much pain because I guess you have a high pain tolerance, I can most definitely assure you that the lead poisoning will. The last power I'm going to touch on is Inumaki's curse speech. So essentially anything Inumaki says comes to fruition, but the skill of the commands depend on how much cursed energy the user of the technique has. Now this power sounds tough other than the fact you've lost all ability to communicate with others. For example, if you tell someone they smell like shit, they actually won't be able to shower their smell off. So you're stuck only being able to talk in either food or food recipes. And I know some of y'all are saying that you can learn ASL, but I promise you the ones saying that don't even know ASL for real. Anyways, I guess that's the end of the vid. Thank y'all for watching this stuff, and check out my main music in the bomb that I have playing in the background. So peace.
Shorty all up in the stoop, touching my mic, she don't know what to do. She keep asking questions like Family Feud. I can't take it. Shorty bad, I can't have no one basic. Treat the stress like a wood, I'm gon' face it. When the guys at the spot is complacent, paid the bond, now I feel like an agent. 00, not a villain, but don't call me hero. Keep my ear to the streets like I'm Jiro.